Bell.
And thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. And I join with the member for Griffith in supporting this motion and acknowledge and thank the many volunteers who dedicate their time in my electorate of Dobell. The 11th to the 17th of May was National Volunteer Week. In the lead up to this week, my local community of the Central Coast was reminded of the true value of volunteers when we were savaged by storms. Recently in Parliament, I spoke of the impact this natural disaster had on my community. And without the efforts and dedication of local volunteers, the impact on the community would have been far more severe. While we're reminded of the value of volunteers through testing times, we also encounter their outstanding work every day in our community. And this year's theme, Give Happy, Live Happy, speaks volumes about the roles that volunteers play within our community. And last week I had the pleasure of joining with Wombrel and the Entrance Surf Lifesaving Club, so they definitely give happy and live happy. Across our nation, over 6 million Australians give their time to enrich the lives of others. From mums and dads who cook the barbecue at footy on the weekend to the members of the Rural Fire Brigade and State Emergency Services who help us during our most desperate times of need. Our everyday lives are enhanced by volunteers. Volunteers give up countless hours of their time to improve social, environmental and economic outcomes for our communities. Volunteering is a strong Australian tradition, so strong in fact that it's estimated to be worth more than $200 billion a year. And for me, the noblest aspect of a volunteer's work is their dedication and commitment towards a healthier and stronger community. Volunteers don't wake up in the morning and set about their day for personal gain. They do it to genuinely improve another person's quality of life. And each year in my local community, over 16,000 men and women give their time through volunteering. And one of the great joys of being a Member of Parliament is the opportunity to meet and support these volunteers and the organisations to which they belong. And last week I joined with the Entrance Rotary for their annual Pride of Workmanship Awards. And organisations such as Rotary and Lions give so much to our community. And on the night it was said organisations such as Rotary need more volunteers. But you don't need to become a member of Rotary or Lions Group to contribute, and they would welcome you to assist them at any time. In a world where we are working more, commuting more and striving for that work-life balance, volunteering may not be on the forefront of our minds. When it comes to volunteering, it's true to say that you can give as little or as much time as you possibly can. It all makes a difference. And I'm immensely proud of the role of volunteers play in our community. From Surf Lifesaving, the iconic image of the Australian summer, to local men's sheds who ensure senior Australians have a place to go, support one another and contribute to their community. From land care groups ensuring that future generations enjoy our beautiful natural environment, to local sports groups providing the opportunity for our children to participate in a healthy and active lifestyle. These are the men and women who put so much passion into their work, often for little recognition or reward. And once you start to dig under the surface, you begin to see how much of our community is underpinned by volunteers. In my job, a day doesn't go by where you don't meet with or talk to someone volunteering in our community. And I've had the privilege in sharing some of these remarkable stories with this Parliament. Organisations such as Share the Love, which grew from 2 volunteers in a garage into a successful charitable organisation that ensure that young parents are able to provide their children with the best start in life. The Central Coast Cancer Council Relay for Life, which has been supporting individuals and families impacted by cancer for close to 2 decades, organised by volunteers. Marine Rescue, who protect those using our beautiful beaches and lakes. And Rural Fire Service, who provide us protectors in times of bushfire, and the SES, who assist during times of natural disaster. Volunteers also complement the financial side of an organisation. For some organisations, there is simply not enough money to undertake all that is needed. Volunteers who work pro bono, out of the goodness of their heart, free up funds that can be allocated to other areas of the organisation, usually a benefit to the community. And most organisations would not have the financial means to pay for positions such as bookkeepers, social media or groundsmen. Volunteers who take on the many roles available ensure that organisations keep operating and the community receives the benefits. and 5 minutes today in Parliament simply isn't enough time to convey our appreciation for our volunteers and the work they do to underpin our community.
Expired. I thank the member. I call the member for Hawthorne.